score, and it's going to be on a math problem of the day. And we are going to use our attack plan. Remember, whenever we do a life score or a problem, we read it through first. That's the first thing that we need to do. Read the question carefully, okay? Okay, Haley, eyes this way, please. Fuzzy the elf made 6 trucks on Monday, 3 trucks on Tuesday, and 7 trucks on Wednesday. How many trucks did he make in all? A, you're going to identify. Identify is bolded. That's a big word. It means the same thing as show. I want you to show me one way how you can solve this problem. Okay? For A, you're going to show me how you can solve this. B, another bolded word, a big vocabulary word, explain. That means tell. Explain or tell how you solved it. This needs to match this. Okay? So we read all our parts. So we're going to check that off. Now it says to underline the power verbs. Okay? So we're going to go back through and look at part A. It says identify one way how you can solve this problem. What's the power verb there? What does it want you to do? Reagan.
Identify.
Identify. Good job. Identify is the power word. And what does that mean, Reagan? Identify?
Show.
Show. Good job. Okay, part B says explain how you solved it. What does it want you to do?
Explain.
Explain. And what does explain mean?
Tell.
Tell. You're just going to write out in words what it means. Okay? So we're going to check that part off. Now it says circle the key words. So we go back to our prompt and the question. It says part A, identify one way how you can solve this problem. So what are the key words? What's the key word there? Identify. What are you going to identify? Riley?
One way.
One way how to solve the problem. So how you can solve the problem. That's basically the key words. How you do it. Show me how you do it. Okay? On part B, what are the key words there? Nathan, explain how you solved it. What are you explaining? What's the key words? How you solved it. That's the key words. So we circle it. So we go to our attack plan. We did that. Now, box the number words. Riley, that's what you were thinking about. Box the number words. Was there a number word in here that we need to box? How, it says identify how many ways, Riley? One. We're going to put a box around that. Just one way. I didn't ask for you to show me 2 ways or 3 ways. One way. Okay? Let's look at part B. Explain how you solved it. Is there any number words in there to box? No. So we go on. Check. We did that. Label your answer sheet. That's the next thing we need to do. And Miss Beiting did that for you. You will have an answer sheet that goes like this. Actually, I'm just going to show it here because I don't want to lose that. Your answer sheet matches A, where you're going to identify and show. B, you're going to explain. This is on graph paper. We use this for math and science common assessments, okay? It's just like regular paper. You just write across it. Okay. So that's what we're going to use to label. And then, if you can use any of the vocabulary words that we've learned in math, you need to put those in if it's appropriate. And we're going to go down to reread the question before you turn it in to me. The reader needs to reread the question. And the writer, I want you to reread your answer. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure it matches the question and that you didn't leave any words out, okay? That's a really important thing to do. Task keeper, that would be a great reminder for you guys. And the last thing, if you forgot anything, make those necessary changes. So when you finish, you can come to me, and if there's already a group with me, you'll need to wait quietly in your group, and I will score it. If you have a 2, it's worth 2 points. 1 point for A, 1 point for B. If you get a 2, awesome. You'll pat yourself on the back. If not, what will I give you? Catherine, what will I give you? It could possibly a 1, and then what will you do? Go back and fix it with what? Kaylee, what will you fix it with? A color pencil. And you get to try again. But you'll have to go back as a group and talk about what the answer should be. Okay? Does one person answer the question? Elsie? No. Who answers this question? Who answers? Isis? Everybody in your team. Every one of you. All right. So, that's what I want us to do. Team 1. And the writer is Owen. Task keeper Charlie. And timekeeper Kaylee. You guys go over to 1. And you can sit down and get started quietly. Team 2.
Fuzzy got out night 6 truck on Monday. 3 truck.
I need you to think about a way how you can solve it. Which way do you want to show it?
You're getting it wrong. There's 6 trucks. So, what do you want to draw for a truck? 7. No. 6.
Do you agree? Disagree? Okay, what do you think? Okay, why are you thinking 7 first? Okay, I'm just wondering, are you going to take away or are you going to add them to see how many he did in all? Add? Okay, what do you think of no?
I think that we should add like 7.
Okay, did you guys hear that? He thinks that you should put the 7 and the 6 and the 3 together. Haley, what do you think? If he wants to know how many trucks that Fuzzy built, should he put all those together?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to think about how you're going to show that. Are you going to show it with pictures? Are you going to show it with a number line? Are you going to show it with a number sentence and touch points? How are you going to show that? Think about that. You guys go ahead and do it. What do you think?
6 plus 3. No, 7 plus 7 plus 3.
So you're going to add 2 numbers first? And then you guys need to decide. Then make sure it's clear that you show me which 2 numbers you're doing first. All right? And then think about what you're going to add. Because how many numbers do you have here?
3.
Yes. So make sure you get all 3 of them. And show me either by pictures, your number line, touch point. If you're going to add all 3 of them together first, or are you just going to add 2 and then another one? Think about how you're going to show that. Talk about it before you write things down, okay? Okay, show that to me. You should remember how to do that. Are you going to put that in your thinking box with your numbers? Are you going to do it with pictures? Are you going to use a number line? Are you going to use touch points? How are you going to show me?
Or we can use tallies.
You could use tallies. You guys need to decide as a group how you're going to do it. Okay? You're showing it so far. So you have circles representing your trucks. Now you need to show me how you're going to figure out all together. To double check, okay? Think about how you're going to show the number sentence and make sure this matches this. Good job, guys. Stay on task. You're doing a great job. So you all agree that this is 7 plus 6 is 13. You put that in your thinking box. Plus the 3 gives you 16. So you showed me, you added that the 7 plus the 6. So you did these 2 first, right? And then did you double check yourself with and count them each here? Yeah. Okay, so you actually showed me 2 strategies. You showed me one here and one here. Okay, but when you brought it down, then that's actually 2. So that's fine. But you need to decide which one you're going to write about. Okay, so write down here. Explain it really carefully what you did there. Okay?
Do you want me to read the sentence again? No, we're going to write... 16.
3 and I see 7. So here was your, oh, you did several ways. What did it say? Because I see, no, don't erase. I see that you have it here, and you use touch points here. So I see that, no, that's good, that's fine. But when it asks for 1, just remember in future you do 1. But I see that you circled the 7 because you knew 7 was the largest, and then you counted on. Which one did you tell about? This one or this one? Read it for me, Catherine.
6 trucks and 3 more trucks.
Sam? I also used... You did. Okay, so I'm wondering, I see that you drew those. So did you count every one of them? Or did you go, I know I had 7 and count on? So right now, I think you can make it a little bit clearer. So I'm going to give you a 1, and I want you to just go back. I'm going to give you a color pencil, and can you make it a little bit clearer? Did you count every one of those? Or did you say, I know I have 7 and count on? Okay? You guys talk about how you did it. Let me get your color pencil. And just make that a little bit clearer for me. How did they ask? 1. Right numbers. With it is just, that is not it. That would be here, I see you drew them out. So you have 2 ways. How many ways should we have? 1 way. That's okay. Next time we need to remember. Riley, can you read it for me? Counted. 6.
That's how we got the answer.
16. Okay. This is really good, but I'm curious. It's just not that clear. I need, and I see that you have that strategy, but when you use these circles, did you count every one of them? Or did you say, okay, I know I have 7 and count it on? That's the part I'm not clear about. So I need you to go down here and add that with your color pencil just to make it clearer for me. Okay? Did you count every one of them? Did you add every one of them up, or did you say, oh, I know I had 7 and count it on? Okay, make that clear for me. Another out, sound them out.
I'm helping. Cute.
Okay, I'll be back.
We used circles, we counted 7, and then we counted 3 and counted 6, and that's how we got the answer.
16.
We know that we had 7 and then
We did 3 and we did 6. Okay, so when you go to do it that way, so you started with 7 here. Was that the first one you drew? Show me like this. 7, and then go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, and I see that. But when you're going and you say you know you had 7, draw a circle and go 7. That would be a great show that I know. Otherwise, it looks like you counted every one of them, and that's fine. But this is how you would show that. You guys did a very nice job.